All right. All right. This is the day after the takeover of the Capitol building. And I got a simple question. What is an American? I mean, the idea, not someone, not just someone that's born here. What is an American? What is the American way? The concept, the idea, the promise that, we can all be free and we're strong and independent and all that crap they was telling us, we were taught. Because see, when a certain group can't get their way, it get ridiculous. You can talk about Black Lives Matter all you want. They didn't bring bombs to the Capitol building. Okay? If we're to believe in the notion, the idea, the concept instilled in us of America, the concept, the idea that we export worldwide, for Pete's sake, we tell other people how to treat the least of their own. We tell other countries how to run their elections. But now people storm the Capitol claiming their votes were stolen. What's a patriot? Is that someone true to that holds dear the Constitution? Y'all remember that part that says "and justice for all"? Cause see, that's a tenuous. We have a tenuous grip on that. Cause some people can get killed unarmed, in custody of law enforcement, and nothing be done. And another group of people will say, "Well, you just should have obeyed the law." Now, was that a law-abiding thing that we saw yesterday? This is who we are. This is who we are. And if this wasn't who we are, we wouldn't have got what we got yesterday. If we were anything different than what we are, we'd have something different than what we have. When Donald Trump announced he was running for president, he descended an escalator and proceeded to insult every Mexican breathing air. It was racist, and you knew it. I don't care how much you don't like to hear that word. It was racist, and you knew it. And too many of us was with it. I wasn't. But too many of my fellow Americans was with it. You still by didn't say anything. Then he kept right on. His plan off the top was to plumb the inherent racism in the country. That is our core sin. That's our core sin. As a country, that's the core sin. He plumbed that. He played it like a musical instrument. And y'all jumped on it. What we got yesterday was always on the way. It was only a matter of time. The more he got away with, the more he had to get away with. He didn't believe nothing was going to happen. And we're lucky. It could have been worse. It should have been worse. It should have been worse. Because if law enforcement had acted like they normally would have acted, They showed an amazing amount of restraint for people that's quick to fear for their life with other groups. So help me out. What's an American? What's the American way? Because we either have laws or we don't. Don't come tell me about what Black Lives Matter did during the summer. That was protesting police brutality. And you know it. One thing that's really pissing me off is all these excuses y'all make when it's obvious. And, I don't care if you don't like black people, that's your business. I can live with that. I mean, I have to know that's the truth. I have to know that. But stop making all these false equivalences. And yesterday was an attack on. They were trying to overthrow our vote. What's an American? What's the American way? Would a patriot seek to overthrow the vote? They had to count them how many times? How many different ways were they verified? He lost. Donald Trump lost the election. And he should have. Out of all the things he didn't do and should have done, things he did and should not have done, he decided to let every last one of us die. Never mind us, because you don't care nothing about us. He decided to let every one of you die. Didn't do anything about this pandemic. Now, I've lost 2 cousins and an uncle to COVID. And more friends. And friends of friends. Gone. 350 dead people. 350,000 dead people and counting. This man decided to let you die. Didn't do a doggone thing. Then when he caught it, the President of the United States caught COVID. Now, we don't protect anybody else in this country. That's the most protected person ever, anywhere. He caught it. They came up with some concoction to save him. Now, right then, everybody else should have got whatever it was he got. But didn't. And the whole time he was telling y'all it's a fake. What's an American? Is that American? Is that the American way? Is he a patriot? This stuff where some people can depend on the law and some people it's a toss-up. You taking a chance. Maybe that's America. Maybe that's America. But I need to know what it is. Because we can't teach our kids anything now. There's no more, if you just act right, just comply, cooperate, don't argue, nothing will happen to you. That's a lie. It's a lie. Help me out. Because I don't know. I'm 57 years old and I lost it. I thought I knew, but I lost it. I got a 4-year-old girl. What am I going to teach her? Because see, one group can get away with storming the Capitol building. Can get away with it. They marched up the street, breached the barriers, breached the gates, ran through, and then when they broke in there, they didn't have anything planned to do. They just went strolling around, sitting in people's desks. All of that. But then they left. And please don't lie to me. Because we all know Black Lives Matter, any type of black group would have got stopped up the street. We wouldn't even made it to the building. The people's building. The people's building. Every American's building. What's an American? What's the American way? What's the concept, the idea, the great experiment? What is it? Show me what a real patriot is. We turn the corner we will not recover from. Because now you got 40% of the people some people are talking about Antifa now. These were the Proud Boys. These were militia groups. This was the entire white supremacist complex. There are some people that are just disillusioned with Congress, but none of those white men, none of those white people yesterday would trade places with the average black person. Not a one of you. And there's a reason for that, because we don't know what an American is. We don't know what the American way truly is. We toss around that title, patriot, way too easy. Joe Biden ain't gonna be able to do but so much. Don't think I'm all hung up on him. He was just better than Donald Trump. I served in the United States Army. I anted up my existence. And when I came home, I can't tell you how many different times I was stopped by some little smart-ass cop looking to start something. I felt stupid. You're going to do that for a country that don't care nothing about you. But that's a lesson some of us have to learn. Other people don't. You white people, y'all can trust the police. I can't. And I know some great police officers. I know some great law enforcement officers. When I ask them about the bad apples, they just roll their eyes. It grates on them. But when it's time to stand up, they don't. What's an American? What's the idea of the American way? What's a patriot? You see, patriots stand up when America's wrong. Patriots, that's what I thought anyway. Patriots call America into question. You make America do right. But then again, they shot the shit out of Martin Luther King and made sure he was dead. They were having their votes stolen. Now, they were stealing votes back then. My predecessors had their votes stolen. They were denied a vote. Not one time did we storm the Capitol. We didn't tear up the people's house. We didn't bring IEDs and pipe bombs. All of that happened yesterday. It could have been worse. They were going to tear up some stuff yesterday. Don't come on my page with that bullshit. I'm sorry. I know I'm talking, but look. People putting skin in the game now. The rubber meeting the road. What we saw yesterday, that's America. A certain group think they're supposed to get away with everything. They can tell everybody else, you come to a land that you don't own. You don't know nothing about it. And you in charge. Murder your way to present day. And no one else can have any say so? Over a land that we all put some blood, sweat, and tears into? Miss me with that. Miss me with that. It's time for some truth bombs to be dropped around here. Because this thing is about to go south. in a bad way.